Starting with Syria's profile, scores of Syrian opposition fighters and their families began leaving the last rebel-held neighborhood in the central city of Homs on Saturday as part of a Russian-backed evacuation deal signed earlier this week. Green government buses ferried the fighters who were carrying assault rifles and their families from the northern Al-Wa'ar neighborhood to Homs' western entrance. Moreover, Homs' governor said around 1,500 fighters are expected to leave Al-Wa'ar over the next 6 to 8 weeks. He added that up to 2,000 people, including more than 400 fighters, will be evacuated on Saturday alone. Onto the Mideast crisis, the Israeli military says it has carried out airstrikes against 2 Hamas targets in the Gaza Strip in response to a projectile fired from Gaza into southern Israel. The military said it carried out the airstrikes early on Saturday in retaliation for the projectile that landed in an open field. No militant group has claimed responsibility for the firing and no injuries were reported on either side. From another aspect, most rocket fire since the war has come from smaller rivals of Hamas, and Israel holds Hamas responsible for attacks from the territory. In Ankara, the Turkish president turned a commemoration of the First World War campaign into a political rally on Saturday. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan outlined his vision at a stadium ceremony in the Aegean port of Canakkale. Erdogan said, "We are offering historic reform." From another perspective, Erdogan maintains that an executive presidency and the abolition of the prime minister's post will help Turkey develop economically and deal with security challenges. He had harsh words for Europe too, where some countries have prevented Turkish cabinet ministers from campaigning for referendum votes in the Turkish diaspora. On the other side of the world, soldiers at Paris' busy Orly airport shot and killed a man who wrestled one of their colleagues to the ground and tried to steal her rifle on Saturday. Officials said thousands of travelers were evacuated and at least 15 flights were diverted to the city's other airport, Charles de Gaulle, adding that no one else was hurt. Police did not immediately provide a motive or identify the attacker, adding that he did not appear in a French government database of people considered potential threats to national security. On to American-Chinese relations, U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson on Saturday pushed for closer China-U.S. cooperation on dealing with North Korea's nuclear program. Tillerson stressed the need for a results-oriented relationship with China in comments following his meeting on Saturday with Foreign Minister Wang Yi. He also said Wang agreed on the need for a course correction with Pyongyang. On the other hand, Wang restated Beijing's calls for dialogue between the U.S. and North Korea and called Tillerson's visit an important step toward a meeting between Chinese president and his U.S. counterpart expected next month. And finally, in Bangladesh, a man carrying explosives was fired on and killed when he tried to cross a checkpoint run by an elite anti-crime force in the capital Dhaka on Saturday. The Rapid Action Battalion said the security officers opened fire as the man tried to penetrate the checkpoint with a motorbike and explosives in Dhaka's Kilagwan area. They added that officers found the explosives in a bag the man was carrying. Moreover, they said 2 officials were injured, but it was not clear how.